Go on, do a Cockney accent. Do a Cockney accent.
Give me something to coffee.
Just say something. Alright, just say. We're in London.
No, do it on the accent for me.
Alright, we're in London. We're gonna go on the underground.
Alright, we're in London. We're gonna go to the underground.
Go to the East End to sell some jellied eels. We're going to the East End to sell some jellied eels.
We're going to East... I can't do it. Some jellied eels. I can't do
jellied eels, yeah. So yeah, this is the London Underground. So, there's our view from our hotel in London. Celine's applying her sun cream, even though it doesn't look that sunny. And today, we're going to do an adventure which Celine has planned, which is what?
All the pretty streets in London.
We're going to go to some pretty streets in London, rather than do the usual Buckingham Palace, Westminster, Big Ben. I'm not going to do any of that.
Because we've done it before.
Yeah, and so's everybody else. But before any great adventure, you always come to Starbucks for a latte and a sausage sandwich. Tell us about Whitechapel.
Well, it has a very dodgy history. Have you ever heard of someone called Jack the Ripper?
Guess which fish and chip shop we went to? It was called
Jack the Chipper.
Jack the Chipper. It was amazing.
Which is genius. But yeah, around here apparently is where all the killings happened.
Right, we're going to start this tour of the best streets in London. We're certainly not in it now. And here are some interesting facts about London in a Cockney accent. It's got the oldest underground in the world, opened in 1863. London buses were not always red. In fact, before 1906, there were different colours denoting the route they were taking. Today, 6.5 million people travel on a London bus every day.
Wow.
And in 1666, the Great Fire of London, which started in which street? Do you know? Do it in a Cockney accent.
Pudding Lane?
No, Pudding Lane. Doing a Cockney accent.
I don't know how to do a Cockney accent.
It destroyed 80% of London in just 4 days. Right, let's get down to Queen Vic and have a pint. Right, so here's the first stop according to Celine's thing. Brick Lane in the East End. It's become...
It's got lots of like cool like artwork, graffiti, lots of wee coffee shops and things like that. Famous for its bagels and curries.
Yeah, because it's famous for the Bangladeshi population. The immigrants that came here, I think, in the 1950s and 60s. Brick Lane. Not bad. It is quite pretty, isn't it? Look at it. Brick Lane. There we go. So what do you think then of Brick Lane? First stop.
But yeah, it's good. It's quirky.
I like it.
It's a good
I think
walk.
it's an interesting street. Yeah. Loads of like art on the wall, huge murals there. But actually, it's really nice. It's like an upcoming place and loads of tourists. But look at this. The Gherkin, or to give it its proper name, St Mary's Axe.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
Like, it's so shiny and sparkly.
Yeah. And next to it, a quite remarkable Lloyd's building. Look at it, it's got all its pipework, ducts and lifts and elevators all on the outside. But I was reading, the problem with it is, for the Lloyd's Insurance Group, is that the upkeep to keep all of that away from the elements, you know, the wind and the rain and the rusting, cost them an absolute fortune.
Okay, so this is Leadenhall Market, and it's not necessarily one street, but a crossing of 4 streets covered by a market, and it's characterised by its red and green colours and the high ceilings, and it's really pretty.
I like this. It's like, I like it's covered. It looks old worldy, even though it's all like modern restaurants and bars, like for instance Pizza Express. Yeah.
It's a nice chilled out vibe, but it's like really aesthetically pleasing as well.
Yeah, reminds me of a train station.
Yeah, it's cute.
This is the monument to the Great Fire of London. So we must be near Pudding Lane. Every school child in the UK knows the story about how that baker set fire to London. This is not part of our street tour, but we just had to stop here. Right, for our next one, we need to go on the underground. "20 minutes later, We've arrived at the next pretty street, NEAL'S Yard. Let's see what this one's like.
Well, it's just the last thing that you'd expect to find in central London, with its like little brick buildings that aren't too tall and they're all like really brightly coloured.
So we're going to take a selfie. Right, now we're going to head to Chinatown Gate. There is the gate. Right, here's our next port of call, Kingly Court. So it's just like a food court with a tree in the middle and some nice balconies and some flowers. There we go. There's Celine up there in the Kingly Court. That's where I should be standing. So just outside the Kingly Court, Carnaby Street. Famous in the 60s for bands like the Rolling Stones, the Small Faces, the Who. They used to come here and do their shopping, I think. This is where you come if you want to be a fashion icon like those two gents. Go for it. So what do you think of Carnaby Street then?
So far I'd say it's the least impressive one. Like, it's cute, it's nice.
Well, this street's not even on our list, but this one wins my award so far. Look at it. Imagine William Shakespeare doing his business around here. So now we've got to battle through the crowds to find another London Underground stop, Oxford Circus, to take us to our next pretty street. So we've emerged into South Kensington, passing that posh hotel, the Melia London. But now we're going to head up here and see why Celine has put this next street on the list. So it says here that KYNANCE Mews is a landmark, picturesque residential alley, and it's just down here. KYNANCE Mews. Celine's disappointed. Why?
Well, it's not like, look in the pictures, like all the foliage has been trimmed away.
Show me the picture on the site you found then. And it is so quiet down here. And here is the next stop, Cornwall Gardens. Imagine how rich you've got to be to live here. What are your opinions on Cornwall Garden?
I think we're in made in Chelsea territory here.
I mean, this place just beyond where we were doesn't even look like London. It looks like a quaint English village.
E-bed townhouse here. Guess how much it is per calendar month to rent?
2,500 a month.
Ah, you're close. £17,333. And this one is let agreed.
That's per month.
Like, I don't mind that we came here for just 2 stops because, like, it's so pretty just walking around.
Right, there's a pub called the Hillgate, and we've walked to Hillgate Place here, and it's famous because of its pastel coloured houses. There they are. But I do like the fact that all of them are like painted a different shade. What's your favourite shade of pastel?
Bluey, purpley, greeny ones. What about you?
I quite like this orange one actually. Been on the go now for nearly 5 hours and we're at the next one, LADBROKE Square. What do you think? Cute. Here we are, Portobello Road, famous for its changing architecture and street art. We're going to head to another pretty street. Let's go find it. Lancaster Road, famous for its coloured buildings. He finds them immensely funny. I like that one there because it's got monkeys climbing up it. So this little street is St Luke's Mews, and Celine's going to explain why this pink building is famous.
For any movie fans out there, Love Actually, the scene where your man pretends he's a carol singer, he plays the stereo and then he professes his love with the placards outside the door, was filmed at this house.
Now we've got to get 2 more tubes to the Camden area for our final 2 stops. So we're definitely on the right train. Okay, 7 stops to King's Cross. Last stop, Camden Town. Say it, Camden Town.
Camden Town.
Well done. Well, it's buzzing around here, but where is this street that you talk about? What's it? Which one is it? Camden
High Street.
Camden High Street.
And Camden Market.
Okay, that's fine. And I keep on getting the faint whiff of marijuana. I suspect it's from Celine. Look at this. This is looking good. This is really good. I like it. What do you think?
Really, really. Look at this.
It's moving. But now we're going to head to the final stop, which is Camden Market. This is our final street. It's noisy, sunny, and it's full of places to get something to eat, but hardly anywhere to sit down. Well,
100%.
really?
Yeah.
Why? What do you like about it?
Just the vibe and like so much happening. Like it's just madness, but like there's food stalls everywhere and like really like bizarre shops and things. It's really cool.
So we're heading back to the tube station, and I'm going to give my top 3, and Celine's going to give hers. I don't know what hers are, and we're going to see if we're the same.
Yeah.
So in no particular order, I liked the Tudor Shakespeare type street, you know, with those wattle and daub. And then my second one was this Camden High Street. I just thought it was just like so vivid and everything going on there. But I think my favourite one, actually, I am ranking them, was Brick Lane right at the beginning. I just loved all the art down there.
Okay, my top 3 were in no particular order. NEAL'S Courtyard, because it's so bright, even though it's like really, really tiny. St Luke's Mews, the pink house that was in Love Actually, that one. And Camden Market. For the vibe that's there, it's really cool. But it was also really nice walking around the really posh area and just how peaceful it was around there. That was nice.
So that's it, our tour of London's prettiest streets.
Well worth a shot.
See you next time.